Hello then, welcome back. The transfer window is nearly over, and somehow it's going better than it should be doing. Hello then folks, welcome back to my transfer island with me, DoctorBenjyFM. Good to see you, I hope I find you very, very well. Now look, before we go through the transfers, let me tell you, look, it's a skill to go through this, and I'm going to share those skills with you today. Do you know what, if today's video was sponsored by Skillshare, that would have been a good link at the beginning. Run it. I interrupt this video to announce that this video is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community where millions come together to take part in their creative journeys with thousands of inspiring classes from creative and curious people on topics including illustration, design, photography, video, freelancing, and a whole lot more. Members of Skillshare then get unlimited access to thousands of inspiring classes that they can take part in, and the feedback that they get from the community of millions that they have really do improve the classes as you go along. And most classes are under 60 minutes, so with shorter lessons, you can fit it right to what you want. I myself, I've been looking through the classes and I want to learn a little bit more about After Effects. So far, Proudy does a lot of the editing for me and I would love to get more involved in some After Effects stuff. And there's a class on there that I've been slowly working my way through, and hopefully at some stage I can do it all myself. The way it's put together for learning means there's no ads. They're always launching new premium classes so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you individually. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description get a free trial of Skillshare, and you can start exploring your creativity today. So that's right, 1,000 of you. Get in there. If you're at the 5 o'clock upload speed, if you're ready at this time, get in on that. What have you got to lose? Go on, check it out. So we come back to the transfers then, and we've made a couple of moves. I've brought in an Italian stallion, Luigi, friend of Mario. He's joined, but we'll get to him in just a moment. George Heath has finally joined then from Dundee. It cost us £30,000 plus £500, £30,500 that are doing the maths with me. Hasn't really played all that often recently, but had a free transfer move to Livingston, where he played quite a lot in one season. We've picked him up as a backup right back. Welcome, George Heath. That's the least exciting of all of them, so we'll just, right, let's get to Luigi then. He's worth £2 million already, viewers. This is where I made some moves. You know what I thought? Forget Brexit for a moment. Let's see if we can go and get ourselves a young Italian to change our lives, viewers. He comes from Juventus on a free transfer. They've released him. He's played 3 times for me already. He's doing quite well. It's also a Graham as well. He played for them in Belgium a couple of seasons ago. Last season, it should be said. Didn't play that often. But we bring him in. His heading, his marking, and his tackling, in my opinion, could be slightly better, but physically and mentally, to me, looks like the perfect centre-back, really. Yeah, there are some issues with him. 5'10", maybe a bit of an issue, but decent enough jumping reach. I guess we'll see. Look, if it doesn't work out, we sell him back to Italy for £5 million, and we celebrate the good times that Luigi has brought us. What's that, sorry? Has he got a surname? Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. It's Luigi, viewers. All right, the next one is a loan from Dortmund. We got continental, viewers. We've really... The AFC Thames have got players from Liverpool, a free transfer from Juventus, and have loaned Stefan Lange. I'm assuming it's launched. The 19-year-old joins us then from Borussia Dortmund so far this season. Got an assist in his 3 starts for us. But we're hoping at some point he'll score some goals. Fantastic off the ball, brilliant finishing, great dribbling. It's the best striker we've had at the club in terms of overall attributes, I would say. Even someone like Solomon, who is fantastic, I don't think they're quite as well-rounded as this man. Stefan Lange is joining us then. Welcome to the team, my friend. As you can see, has been at Dortmund his whole life and now comes to England with AFC Thames on loan for a little bit. So this is going to be exciting. And it's for the whole year, not just 6 months. I've thought about this. Next up, we have a left-sided player that I'm not sort of absolutely in love with, but the work rate and teamwork, well, those are 2 things I'm in love with. An inverted wing on that left-hand side, we have really, really struggled to bring in a left winger of quality, of course. We looked at that guy from Everton. He didn't want to join us, so we had to move on. And we pick up this guy then on loan from Crystal Palace. That 14 acceleration, really good stamina. Again, the work rate, the technique, it's all there. Whether he's going to be a star for us this season, I don't really know. So far, 1 start for us. We've only picked him up recently. But Paul Wilkinson, welcome to the team. I expect you to work very hard and hopefully make a few things happen now and again. And then finally, Zach Streamer. You can find me on twitch.tv/DoctorBenjy. That's not why I've signed him. Just backup goalkeeper. There's no more to that. And you thought George Heath was the most boring. How wrong was I? So there's a couple of days left of the transfer window, and we join today as the window is about to close. Now, I don't know what's about to happen in the next 5 minutes or so. There may be the intention for us to play Southend, but I get a feeling there might be a little bit of late drama in this transfer window. In terms of moves happening right now, there are none, but I definitely think there's potential for things to move. If nothing happens, viewers, Southend to come in just a moment. But if something does happen, well, that's going to be quite exciting. We've already got 6 loans, so the opportunity for us to bring loans in right now doesn't seem overly likely. There's a couple of our players that are wanted by the clubs. We'll see if those moves happen. As we are getting close then to deadline day. Or the deadline, just the deadline. Got my retro Football Manager mug today, viewers. It's an exciting... I can't bend all the way around. Tastes like FM18. Now, we've had a real issue bringing in what I would consider high-quality players. The biggest issue we have, so someone like Jordan Morgan, right, who is available to us probably, we could probably get him in, would be a really good right-back option for us. If we try and loan him, West Ham ordinarily, they only want 40,000. What the dickens? We can't quite afford that, which is the problem. Very often what I'm getting at is they want us to pay them max wage. Now, as we're getting closer to deadline, I do wonder if other teams now will think, well, actually, we'll let them have them. The problem, of course, is we're already over our loan limit, so that's not that helpful at this point. Equally, there are any free transfers knocking around that are getting desperate. That's honestly how we work. There's been quite a lot of transfers this season that have got away from us. This is my technical view that I look at, where I get to see all the attributes of all of the players. Of course, there's no real difference to me going through and just like clicking each individual player, but it's a combination of the technical, mental, and physical attributes. I don't use attribute masking because I think it's boring. So, yeah, there's my honest answer for you. Is it slightly easier like this? You're damn right it is. We are 18 years in, though. So, you know. Like, Wayne Holt's quite an interesting striker here. I don't know if you'd ever bring him in. He's been around a little bit. He played in Belgium. Again, do we need to buy this striker? Will he sign for us for any reasonable wage? Now, we've looked at Wayne Holt before. He wanted a king's ransom to join. He is lowering his demands slightly. $7,000 a week for him. Feels like it'd still be quite a lot. And again, our striking options right now are pretty good. I'm gonna go in at 5. Does he want to do 5? No, not even. He went straight back to what he asked for originally. Team-wise at the moment, we're on an international break as well, but we've sort of switched it up to this. I've been playing Jakobsen out on the left-hand side at the moment because we've not really had to say too many options out there. Of course, we've got the options of Wilkinson now, who can play out there. Wildig can play on the left-hand side, but we are pretty weak out on that side. Forward areas, Lloyd and Arabag and Wotton. Arabag, is that how you say it? Probably pretty close. I've done all right. League-wise, I've taken so long to mention this, really. We're 4th after 7 games. I mentioned we were going to play through a lot of August. It started off quite depressingly, really. 1-0 defeat, 0-0, 3-1 win, knocked out of the cup to Grimsby, and a draw. So after those 5 games, I'm thinking this is going to be a long season. And then 3 back-to-back wins. The one against Forest was mayhem, is the only way I could describe it, viewers. We missed a penalty quite late on, but it didn't matter. We got the win, all in all, and below with a hat-trick. He seems to be firing again this season, which is very exciting for me, of course. I think, and I'll say this now, I think we are a bit lucky at this point. I don't necessarily think that we deserve to be in 4th position. I think this is a little bit false. But look, let's hope we turn it on all season. We're fantastic. Jakobsen so far, 5 assists for him, tops the charts. It's like steps in the late 90s, which is a reference only those around in the late 90s get. All right, we could take part in deadline day. Player-wise, I think centre-back, we've not done a huge amount. Of course, Luigi comes in now, and that does make us a lot stronger. Him and Troy Fleet, I think, probably the duo going forward this season. Of course, we've got Ethan Reese on the bench. We've got Simeon Packham. So we've got 2 good options now, and Packham can play left-back as well, which he might have to at some stage. I think the squad is pretty well set. I think there are definitely some issues. I thought we'd be slightly better going into this season, but overall, I'm pretty happy. I think David Lloyd, we talked about him last time, is the star of this lineup. And if Lange plays quite a lot as well, Stefan Lange, we could be in for something interesting this year. You never know. I don't think any bids are going to come in. Again, we've got, the thing is, right, we've got players away on international duty, and then I just have to play Southend, do I? Is that how that works? Squad selection then. I thought there was going to be some transfer things going on, but no, nothing's occurred at all, viewers. So it seems to me that we're pretty happy with our team. Am I not going to have 5 players for my actual game against Southend? A player that we wanted, Font, has now rocked Reading by asking for an official transfer request. It's a bit late in the day, mate, if I'm honest. As you can see, player wage expenditure. It's a good table, that. Lowest wage in the league. Lowest wage in the league. You'll never sing that. We have sung it before. Quite a few, in most divisions, actually. It's good to be back, though. Good to be back at the bottom of this particular graph. I said £99,000 a week we spend on wages. The most, 1.6 million, Sheffield United. It's a fair game, viewers. It's fair. It's totally fair. And we're in debt as well. We spend the least amount, and we are in huge debt. How are other championship clubs doing it, is what I ask. Also, we've gone through the whole save. Our stadium has not changed. We are still in the same ground the entire time. It's not a big ground, viewers. 5,000 seats, 2,500 seated. That currently, by the way, if you read this, we're future stadium plans stage searching for sites. Planned capacity 15,000. We're just looking for a field right now. We might not even be in London by the time we find that appropriate field. I don't know where they think they're going to put it. I'm finding out nothing other than they're looking for a place to build a stadium. I've suggested we just move into the O2. I've said let's just either flatten the top off or let us play in it and let us have a roof. It doesn't matter. That or Buckingham Palace. I gave them options. I mean, I think it was fair. Right, no extra transfer business to speak of. If you feel like you've been baited into a transfer extravaganza, don't forget you've met Luigi. So I don't want to hear any more about it. Thank you very much. And at this point, you should have signed up to Skillshare. So if you haven't, first 1,000. Time's ticking. Remember, time's ticking. If we did do it, let me know in the comments. What course have you going for? Are you going for? Have you gone for? Let me know. I'm trying to get better at editing. 6 years into making this my career. Now, Southend are down at the bottom of the table. This is going to be... Oh, I hate games like this. I can't stand them, viewers. I like them less when this is the situation. Is this the real situation? Why is this game happening? Can I put in a complaint to someone? Who can I talk to about this? Hello? Anyone there? Can we please not have this be the case? This is ludicrous. Why is this allowed to happen? Right, Wilkinson's going to have to come in. On the right-hand side, I think Solomon is probably our best bet. Lange can come in, so that's exciting. So, in fairness, the attacking lineup's still pretty strong. At the back, I mean, we've bigged up Packham, haven't we? And Reece, you've come here to see the Italian Stallion. People have bought tickets for this. For heaven's sake. And then, oh, good heavens. Okay, well, this is awful. Streamer is going to have to play as well. Zach Streamer. Oh, thanks for subscribing. I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, Conte is going to have to play. Don't even know who this man is. A Welshman that's turned up. He's just on the street probably looking for the O2. Is it there, mate? Yeah, just in you come. Put some boots on. Right. Is that what they're going to play? Have they got players missing? Not a sausage. They've got one man, Davis Light, Owen Davis Light, who's suspended. He looks like probably their best player I know from City, but he's not available through suspension. No one in international duty. How is this fair? Oh my God, some teams are absolutely decimated. Sheffield United have lost half a squad. I mean, this is nonsense. This weekend of football should not be happening. And I'm almost pleased to be a part of it. What a moment, viewers. Well, you know what? Let's at least be excited about it. Thames versus Southend. Let's see how we go. They've got an Owusu, which was there was a very famous player. Mohamed Owusu that played for the original Thames for me. There's a throwback there for you viewers if you like that. This pen hasn't got a... Hang on, where's the ink gone from this pen? That's all right, always another one ready to go. You know, you can have a blue pen, have a black pen. You can play the drums if you want. That's annoying in your ears. That sounds quite nice actually. Lange with a short corner. Here we go then. Let's see. Now, does he know our short corner routines to Solomon? Oh, yes, he does. John Solomon, maybe the best right winger in the game, viewers. Who knows? Thames 1, Southend 0. 4 minutes gone, and we are rocking and riding. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm having a lovely time. This save is starting to pick up now. I've got a player from Dortmund playing loopy crosses. What's not to be excited about? All right, 1-0 up. Cruising. We should, honestly, I've watched us play this season. I don't know what our style is. I don't know what a Thames goal looks like, other than just like launching it forward down flanks, hoping players get onto it and whip it. It's like playing pro clubs on FIFA this year. If you've dabbled at all, there's no skill involved. It's just who can do that the most, and we do it quite a lot. We've got a short corner that we work on. Sorry, I've just caught it again. What is this system? This is the sort of thing I would play just for jokes. They've got one striker and everyone else is back. Everybody else. Ironically, it's like an arrow. Sort of, if you shape the arrow around there. I don't know. Why have they done it? Is this going to work for them? I can't help but think this isn't going to work for them. Are they going to do this all season? All right, Wootton. on it. Now, can we try and make something happen? I mean, they've got one player forward. We have to try and break down. Here we are, out wide. Lovely stuff. Lange is on it out there as he pulls it back below, cleared away. I mean, literally to no one. They've got one option, and even he's not up front at the moment. Wilkinson cuts inside. He's not really a winger. He's more inverted, but we're playing him out there for now. He's got the work rates to make up for it. Wootton, Lange. They can't figure out how to get through. This is like we're just hitting against a wall. It's like playing... What's the game you used to play? Oh, no. So obvious as well. What was the game? I can't remember. I must have played it 1,000 times in my life as we try and get a corner to go in again. What's the game called? You kick it against the wall. Someone else kicks it against the wall. What's it called? How old am I? My memory's gone. I can't, viewers. What was it called? Right, I'm going to have to look at... Oh, we're on the attack here. I don't care. I've got to know. Is it just like squash? Is it football squash? Was that what it was called? It wasn't called squash, was it? Did I call it football squash? The worst bit is, this isn't the sort of thing you can just Google easily. Kicking ball against wall, name. What was it called? What are the options there? Is wall ball. We didn't call it wall ball. Wall ball, I'm saying there, by the way, as in you kick it against the wall. In America, they call it butts up. Whatever that is. Maybe that's not the same thing. Was it just squash and I'm really overcomplicating this? Or like you call it like 2-touch or 1-touch? We're still 1-0 up. What was it called? Kickball? No. There must be a name for this. We're in. Wilkinson. Yes, viewers, be disallowed. Doesn't matter. We've literally got bigger things on our mind right now. Was it just called squash? Again, viewers, you're going to know as well. This is the worst thing. There's going to be, and because you're all regional, if you don't live in the UK, every part of the UK will have had a different name for this as well. It's like when you used to play kick post. Some people called it something 1, 2, 3. If you played bulldog, some people called it British bulldog. Some people called it takedown bulldog. There were so many options of bulldog. And this is the thing with this as well. What did you call the game where you kick it against the wall and then the ball comes back to you? If you've never played it, create a name for it. Don't call it wall ball, for heaven's sake. What is it called? When you type into Google, kicking ball against wall name, one of the options is search for when you hit someone into the wall. What is that called? That is also called wall ball. What is it? Any American viewers? What the dickens is wall ball? Miguel, on this left-hand side. Yeah, sorry, there is still Football Manager going on. Oh, Wilkinson should probably score. Was it just called squash? It can't have just been called squash. I can't view it. Honestly, I'm at a loss. I'm at a total loss. I should have made changes. Another corner technique as Solomon goes close. You're watching me have a breakdown here. If you don't watch my live streams, it's about 3 hours of this, me just reminiscing and then forgetting something, and then we talk about it for 25 minutes. I've got no idea. If Southend score with a minute to go, by the way, I'm gonna go ballistic here because I couldn't have been more focused on this game as the ball's cleared away, headed back in. I should have made a change. I should have gone more defensive. I should have shut the doors. We're in. We're not in. They're still in. We're in. Are we in? It's like we're playing it now. Southend are the wall, viewers. Below, on the ball. Can he get the finish? He's been driven out wide. Again, we'll take the point here. I don't know what I say. I'll tell them to focus as the time is ebbing away. Oh my God, they're in. Don't do this to me. Streamer, come on. That was an excellent bit of wall ball there. We love that. Good heavens. I don't know what this has been a weird video. This is sponsored, viewers. Bear that in mind. If there's some memory help on Skillshare, I'll be using it. Believe you and me, viewers. That's going to conclude, is it? The game. It's Thames 1 and Southend 0. It's not been great, because considering good heavens. But considering we're depleted, we'll take that. They're going to be relegated. If they play this all season, they are going to be relegated. All right, well done, lads. Good win. We'll take the win. We'll take Luigi, and we'll get out of there. We'll go. And what was it called? Google, what was the game where you hit the ball against the wall and then it would bounce back off the wall? What was that game called?
Here is information from Wikipedia.
They've given me racquetball. If it was just squash, I feel like I've wasted all our time. If you enjoyed today's video, please do drop a like on it. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe. I will be reading the comments today. Take care, everybody. See you soon. Third. That's not realistic.